Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about VWAP or volume weighted average price. This is another indicator. It is similar to a moving average. We talked about moving averages last week. And today we're going to actually talk about VWAP, which is a indicator that a lot of the big banks and financial institutions will use as a measure of price where they can get in, where they feel like at a fair value. And so essentially what VWAP or volume weighted average price is basically it equals the dollar value of all trading periods divided by the total trading volume for the current day. So basically it's incorporating not only the price, but also volume in the day, which is actually more beneficial than just price action alone. Now, the calculation does start when trading opens and it ends when trading closes. So we have that 9:30 window to 4 o'clock window Eastern Standard Time. So that means that you only can see this indicator on intraday charts, which is like your 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, etc. You won't be able to see it on a daily chart because again, it's actually taking into account all of the trading periods for the day. So let's first start off. We're in Webull, and we're going to go ahead and add the indicator to our chart. I'm going to go up to indicators here, and I actually already have it in my list. I'm just going to go ahead and check VWAP, however you want to pronounce it, and you'll see a line pops up on the chart. We're looking at the SPY. We typically use this for example purposes. Remember, the SPY does track the S&P 500. And so essentially, VWAP acts as a level of support and resistance for a stock or ETF. And as you can see, how it respects that line one way or another. So if we're looking at, this is basically 1 day of action or 1 day of price action for the SPY. And as you can see, it opens up and it actually already starts to go into a downtrend or a bearish trend in the beginning of the trading day. And so once it breaks below this line, which is the VWAP line, you can see it falls into a pretty bearish trend for a while. So this right here could be an indicator of showing signs of resistance at this level, because at this level, it was not able to break past. And so you can see it dropping down here. Now, on the flip side of that, as the candlesticks and the price action start to cross over the VWAP, now you see that there's room for it to go to a bullish trend and back to the upside. So as you can see, this happens often throughout the day. It reaches a certain point and it gets exhausted. Up here, we would also consider this a form of resistance, and we talked about support and resistance in a couple weeks ago in another video. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go ahead and check that out. But it reached a point of resistance, and then sellers started to come in and push the stock price back down. And as you can see, it kept falling back down. It did not find any support here at the VWAP and continued to fall into a bearish trend. So again, this will be another point where you could find entry if you're looking to short the stock. Because again, you can make money both ways. You can make money when the stock price goes up, and you can make money when the stock price goes down. Now, I'm on a 3-minute chart. So this is one of the charts that typically a scalper or a day trader would use, maybe a swing trader or someone's intraday for a quick swing trade. And so with this, every candle, again, is 3 minutes of price action. And as we move along throughout the day, you can see it stayed below VWAP. And as long as it's staying below VWAP, you're basically going to consider this still in a downtrend. And until it actually breaks VWAP, which it did here, and it did ride up a little bit here. So it kind of crossed over around this 405.44 area and went all the way back up to basically 406. So that would have been a nice little scalp trade there if you were looking to scalp trade. And then again, it could not hold this level, could not hold this area, and it fell back down again. It's below the VWAP, So again, we're looking at selling or a bearish trend once again. So again, you can just see how it respects it, bounces off of it, tries to come back up, bounces off of it again. Here's where it broke. So you were able to, get a little bit of movement to the upside here. It did come back to try to retest the area, but this time the buyers actually beat out the sellers, and so it was able to go back up into an uptrend, and it came all the way back up to this 407.51 area. So anytime you see these big moves like this, these big candles, especially these engulfing candles is what they're called, whether that's to the upside with these big green ones here, or whether that's to the downside with these big red ones here, these big red ones here, know that financial institutions are moving the price of the stock. Us smaller retail traders don't have enough power or money to move the price of the stock all that much. It's the big banks and the big financial hedge funds and institutions that actually throw their capital into the stock, and they do that typically at a price that is considered fair, which is typically at the VWAP price. And that's because it's respecting the volume that's been traded that day and the price action that's been traded that day. And so wanted to come on to actually give you an extra indicator, another indicator that I think is really beneficial. I know a lot of people do use moving averages, but VWAP is also an indicator that a lot of traders use, especially in the day trading scalping world, where they're trying to find areas where they can buy, where it is holding a level of support, and where they can sell where they're maybe meeting a level of resistance. So real quick video, didn't want to be too long-winded today, but volume weighted average price, VWAP, is the indicator that we're talking about today. And again, you can add this to your chart. You can see this on a 1 minute time frame, which is not going to be very clean because there's a lot more busy action going on. Here's your 2 minute time frame. As you can see, definitely still respects it, similar to the 3 minute time frame. And if we even go to a 15 minute time frame, you'll see that I have some levels here that I've marked off already of support and resistance. But besides that, you have your VWAP that is actually respecting very closely on a longer time frame. So you can see areas where you could have broken out, as well as you can see areas where you could have broken out to the downside. So I hope this helps you all understand what VWAP is, another indicator to add to your trading belt. And hopefully you all have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and again, thank you for watching.